Welcome to a brave new world! How's it going, everyone? We are live. This is April the 21st, 2022. Anyways, I have been playing Kingdom Hearts, as well as a Final Fantasy game, for, I kid you not, 10.5 months. Not exactly in a row, because I definitely took some time off between games and to focus on other things, because I don't want to completely devoid myself of Kingdom Hearts related stuff, but you kind of get the idea. 10.5 months, and we are finally at the finish line. The end has finally came across us, as we are going to finish up the Kingdom Hearts playthrough that I literally started in June of 2021, and it all ends with this, the finale of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. So, first things first, we actually came across like two finales. I mean, well we came across from one of the finales, which was Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memories, which is basically the farthest in terms of the Kingdom Hearts timeline in general. And I just had to play like a musical rhythm game for 2 hours, and we finally reach our ending point where they know that Sora is in a different world, a realm of fiction, no less. Aqua's going to train with Kairi, and Mickey's task is to go to Scholar of Kalam to see if he could find anything. But we're just going to ignore all of that for a while, as we're going to be focusing on this. And let me just turn up the volume so that you could actually hear a little bit of music. So, last time we did this, a lot happened in a Kingdom Hearts game, I know. But let's see if I could summarize up everything. So, we found the Wreck-It Ralph world. And a Dark Lane and glitches were involved. One of the cybugs from Hero's Duty absorbed one of the Dark Lanes, and that's an important plot point as we continue on Wreck-It Ralph in general. But like I said before, we're just going to skip a bunch of them. Back in the real world, which is technically the data world, they were trying to figure out how they got into the data world and how exactly they got out. All this while Brain, Brain tried to find a connection with Lurium's sister, Strelitzia, and after looking into the Book of Prophecies, which was handed by Ava, who was originally supposed to give it to Strelitzia, Ava tried to tempt fate by giving it to Brain instead, and finds out that Strelitzia was supposed to be one of the Union leaders, and Vin was not. As they tried to question Vin, minor flashback kind of pops in, and there's definitely going to be more context to that very soon. And finally, Maleficent, which travels into the past, but also the data world as well, again, try to figure that one out, tries to escape to the real world so that she could go back to her own time, but then was confronted by Lurium, who was unfortunately defeated, and had a dream where Strelitzia was all dressed in white, because black was so 2005. And we basically caught everything up, so got all that? Good. Don't worry, things will get even confusinger from here on out. So, finally, as a little warning, because this kind of happened the last time I streamed this, but basically, I am streaming the footage from my iPad to a TV monitor, and because of that, there's going to be minor sound delays every once in a while. There's nothing I can do about that, I apologize, and also it could crash every once in a while, just like what happened in the previous time I streamed Union Claw. So things are still kind of going to get messy. I do apologize in advance for that, and then once we finish up, then I have a special surprise for all of you. And by all of you, I mean Petra specifically, because he's basically the one that's actually following most of this. Anyways, let me know if video and audio looks like you guys in. Any type of feedback will help me out a lot. Let's begin. As once again, I got a list of cutscenes that we're going to play. And alright then, first up, the escape. As soon as I could find it, what's the escape that is? What is this world? It's the real world. Congratulations on your successful escape. I have returned to my own time? No, this is still the past. You just made it back to the real world from the data world. My patience wears thin. Tell me how to return to where and when I came from. With this pod. What? Then why did you brought me here? We have to leave the data world before we could go even try to travel through time. Why not do both at once? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that. Phil at its finest. The lifeboat was made only to travel to other worlds, so we're already pushing it to its limits. No matter. So long as I finally reach my destination this time. Of course. And we already have sound delays, perfect. And will you be joining me? You should be able to, seeing you have no physical form to hinder you. I'll stay here. You'll be fine on your own, and I have some unfinished business to take care of. Let me do this real quick. Okay, and now next, the work of darkness. Is Vin alright? He's fast asleep in his room. He seemed pretty exhausted. Oh. He had his head with his hands the whole time. The memories must have came back. Must have been a real shock. None of this is his fault, right? Can you tell us what's going on? Fine, but it will drive you insane. And it's also voiced by Billy Zane. Sorry! Unfortunately, I already got rid of that file, so I can't exactly play it anymore. Well, we don't know all the facts. But going by Vin's story, we know he was there during Strelitzio's final moments. As for who's behind this whole thing... Darkness? What? Yes. Darkness could be much closer than we thought, lurking right under our noses. Alright then, and now to defeat darkness. We went from darkness to darkness within another person's darkness. What? What is it? What is the problem? We can't get rid of darkness in this world. So we're ending it to escape to another one? We can't win against darkness. Can we? You don't sound too happy about that. Of course not. As Keyway Readers, we're supposed to fight against the darkness. But we're just giving up and running away. It sounds bad when you put it like that. There's no other way to put it. And we're going to have to keep running wherever we go. Oh, Lushu. I took you under my wing and taught you everything you know. which is apparently nothing. What's that supposed to mean? You think too much. You think and think until you come to some convoluted conclusion. Then you get all worked up thinking that must be the answer. And if you don't understand something, you get all worked up concluding that there is no answer. But the answer will come in time. So I should just wait and see what happens? As long as you keep moving forward, you'll end up somewhere. What is it now? Well, I don't like the idea of waiting around for something to happen. So you want to go through life knowing what's coming? That's not... There's a way to win against the darkness. Huh? But it isn't easy. It takes time and careful planning. So much that you couldn't do it in one lifetime, or even two. That's why we need to leave this world, to bring it to an end, to abandon the notion of time and what separates our worlds. Also, we can defeat the darkness. Master of Masters, Master of Teleporting. Next, Birth of Darkness. Seriously, darkness within darkness awaits you. All three cutscenes so far have been nothing but darkness. He has to be there. Here. This is the only place we haven't checked. Maybe my eyes were playing tricks on me. Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? This is Anson's favorite part. You're not wrong. I guess I was wrong. Well, it was worth a shot. I'll head back to the Fountain Square. Okay, I'll keep searching. What? Pick that up. Why? Let's go. Ludium. The waifu was a bad guy the entire time. Remember, never trust waifus. Okay, as darkness stirs, seriously, it's nothing but darkness. Where's the lightness? So, if darkness is behind this whole thing, it must be close by. But why hasn't it tried to harm us? What does it want? Do you think it's watching us? Waiting to make a move? I don't know. I'm not even sure that it is responsible for all this. But it's the only theory that makes sense. If I'm right, and it's close, it knows we're onto it. It could be putting its plan into action as we speak. So it might come for us? Yeah. Like it did for Lunium's sister. Is that what happened to her? But why? I don't know why it targets Julitzia. I just... What did you say? Lurium! Lurium, what happened? Targeted for what? What do you mean by that? My only response is 3 dots. What happened to her? Answer me! Lurium said calmly. Stop! Get off of me! Ephema! So this is the plan. Clever. What plan? Darkness's plan. Fear, doubt, anger. It's purposely messing with our hearts and making us turn on each other. Lurium, please! Dumbo said calmly, yep. I know that meme. I don't understand. Please, just listen. Tell me what happened to my sister! It's my fault. Vin. What are you- Vin, what are you- Explain yourself, Vin. I'm sorry, Lurium. I'm responsible for what happened to her. Vin, don't! It's not true! Let me just walk up slowly so I could strangle you. Vin. What did you do to Struitzia? Vin! Lurium, stop! Vin, answer me! Stop it! This isn't you! Stay out of this! Answer me! It wasn't me. It wasn't me! What is this? A monster? What's going on? I see. You're darkness. Finally. It's about time. Okay, I guess now is a good time to fully explain. If in case you haven't figured it out, in case of the hints didn't exactly caught your way. So, remember when Ventus has a dark side to him? Vanitas? Like Ventus technically made out of pure light and Vanitas is made out of pure darkness and they were one being? There you go. Not to mention... Remember in Kingdom Hearts 3, after you'd beaten Vanitas, no, not the Monsters Inc. one, during the Keyblade Graveyard, were Sora, Ventus, and Vanitas were basically saying, I'm darkness, but why darkness? Because I am darkness. Why not light? Because I like darkness, and so on and so forth. Yeah, whenever Vanitas says darkness, replace the lowercase d with an uppercase. And suddenly that scene and what we're seeing here makes a whole lot of sense. Alright then, confrontation. Have you ever spoken with darkness? Sure have. What was it like? Well, it wasn't much of a conversation. Didn't feel like I was getting through to it, and vice versa. Imagine trying to talk to someone with a very unconventional thought process. Huh, like you? That's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. You know, Luchu, some people actually respect their seniors. You should call me Master of Master Senpai from now on. Maybe that's a noble concept to someone as cold-hearted as you. In fact, I say you have more in common with darkness than I do. Anyways, darkness can at least understand what we're saying, right? Well, of course. They've been watching us for a long time, for long enough. Really? Are they watching now? Oh, possibly. Kidding. No, they're not here. They wouldn't come near us without good reason. That wasn't funny. It was kinda funny. Anyways, what about Ava's wielders, the Dandelions? What if they come face to face with darkness? They're tasked with the great duty of rebuilding our world. If anything happens to them... Look, anyone who faces darkness is going to have a bad time. You can't predict if they're going to do or say. And if they're really good at playing mind games... and they are really good at playing mind games, sorry. Oh man, I'm having a bad time reading this scene. So the Dandelions are in danger. Maybe so. But if there's one thing darkness has as an aversion to, it's those who are pure of heart. Their thoughts and emotions are completely foreign and utterly baffling. The same goes for all people. While darkness may recognize what we're up to, they can't comprehend our reasons. All they know is that they're the enemy. They'll never understand us, just like we'll never understand them. And that's why we'll always be at odds. What's their endgame? Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. I love the Master of Masters theme. Like, it's literally like... half beautiful, half chaotic. Much like the Master of Masters. I have to say this, but I didn't expect you to look such a cliché. So you say. But I have no form to speak of. We'll mostly go unnoticed after all. What you see and hear now is for your benefit. What do you want? Want? I want nothing. I simply am. Huh? It must be hard for you to understand. We're very different. Unlike you, our actions don't serve a greater purpose or goal. Then why did you take my sister? Why Struitzia? It was his will. I don't believe you. Ben didn't even know her. Besides, he would never wish on that on anyone. You're right. They were strangers. But what he wished was for power. I simply helped him fulfill that wish by making him a union leader. Ben would never want that! Wouldn't he? Even if he wouldn't go so far as to take it from someone or steal their spot as leader. Power is power. How it's acquired is of no consequence. Then, It could have been any of us. It didn't have to be Strelitzia? Yes. You! Lunium! Sorry. I have a few questions. Go on. Why then? Because it was decided. What was? That he would harbor darkness. Your vessel was chosen? Yes. It was written in the Book of Prophecies. You read the book? In a matter of speaking, yes. At least the parts that matter to us. How? We read the words as they were being written. In the book? Yes. What exactly is your relationship with the Master? We're old friends. Friends? Then you and the Master are the same side? We had no need to side with people. Alright, next question. You've hidden from us all this time. Why show yourself now? You're wrong. We hadn't been hiding. You simply never noticed us before. All that changed was that you finally acknowledged our existence. Last question. You keep saying we, but what do you mean? Shadows outnumber light. Okay, last question. Are you the only one here right now? Yes. Good to know. Huh? Ephema, Scold, you ready? This is gonna get rough! Holy light! My goodness, there's more cutscene to this! I'm really worried about the dandelions. Anyway, Zunia, how you doing? The book tells us the future of light. That proves they'll be fine. Are you sure? Well, it's a pretty long lead, so I skipped over the details of each individual person's fate. Even though our future depends on them? You're not gonna let this go, aren't you? Ugh. Tell you what. It is your role to keep watch. So why not watch over them while you're at it? But nothing more than that. Do not go getting your hands dirty. Okay. Not that my hands can get dirty. I mean, I'm wearing gloves. Okay, fine, we're done. So, alright then. We're going back to the Wreck-It Ralph movie, and we skipped out a lot of things, as it basically plays one-to-one like the movie. I'm just going to go to where the final battle is, and we're going to start. And we're going to start there. So, by the way, spoilers for Wreck-It Ralph. In case you haven't seen an almost 10-year-old movie. Also, my goodness, it's almost 10 years old. Basically, the objective here is that Cybugs are invading Cybugs are invading Sugar Rush, and we need a beacon. Thank goodness that there's a Mentos Coke volcano that we can use as a beacon. No, not now! I don't have time to deal with you! Go, Petrus! Boy, I'm glad you're here. Think you could take care of them? Thanks! Ugh! This is it! Welcome to the final stage! Turbo? Hello, old friend. Like what you see? Be honest, because of you, I am now the most powerful virus in the arcade! I can take over any game I want. I should thank you, but it'd be more fun to kill you! You infiltrated this game from the outside, didn't you? That makes you a virus too! Then if we join forces, we can rule this world together! I slap you! Well, Petra slapped you. Fine, have some new friends to play with instead! Oh boys! Now all that's left is to get rid of you. Have some candy! Ah! Petra's preoccupied. Boy, the sound delay in this is really bad. Ah, man, I need to find some way that I could plug in this tablet to the computer, just so that I could actually capture it well without having to resort with audio desyncs. But again, what can you do? You again? Huh, I'll just have to take care of you both! Alright then, one exciting battle later. Pulling around the speed of sound. Get back here, little guy! Up we go! Ralph! Fall back! Run! Penelope! Look at that! Your little friend is doomed. Let's watch her die together, shall we? No! Guess it's game over for the both of you. No, just for me. Ugh! Ralph! I'm bad, and that's good. I will never be good, and that's not bad. There's no one I'd rather be than me. Falcon Punch! Petra's running in slow motion to save Ralph. Kid? Don't worry, I got it all under control. Again, very sorry about the desyncs. I'm not sure why it's happening. And it's definitely happening a lot more than usual, and I don't know how to fix it. You fools! Why are you going into the light? No! 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 I must go into the light. Ah, farewell, Turbo. You were the only good Disney twist villain, and then Hans came out and made a Disney villain suck for a while. I think they still suck now. Step into the light, child. Yes, as you are burned by a bunch of Diet Coke soda. Well, to be fair, it was a volcano. Should have been a bug for your super form. Shouldn't have been a bug for your super form. Oh, that's right. I mean, well, they are side bugs, so of course they're going to have a bunch of bugs. Ready? Huh? What's wrong? What? You forgot something? Alright, come find us when you're done. We'll be at the track. You noticed it, huh? Not you. Not this again. If we're not the ones you're looking for, why are you following us? That does it! I was hoping we could find out what the Darklings are after, but I don't think that's going to happen. There's only one thing to do now. Petrus, go and kill! As for me, I will be with you in spirit. Just kidding. Good luck. I was just joking when I said I'll be with you in spirit. Alright then, the final cutscene of Sugar Rush. I wonder what it wanted. Wait a minute. The way the bugs are drawn to the beacon... Could the Darklings be drawn to Keyblade wielders in the same way? It's nothing. I was just thinking out loud. Hey, how do you think Vanellope's doing? Let's go wait at the finish line. All fixed. You ready for this? As ready as I'll ever be. Holy light! Oh my goodness! Stream cannot handle that! Oh! Now I remember. All hail the rightful ruler of Sugar Rush, Princess Vanellope. Wow! So this is a real you? A princess? Well, what are you, nuts? This isn't me. This is me! Look, the code may say I'm a princess, but I know who I really am, Ralph. I'm a racer with the greatest superpower ever. She's a princess, but in her heart she's a racer. It goes to show that sometimes people aren't what they seem. That can't be said for anyone. Another version of yourself could be hiding inside your heart. But if that version of you belong to darkness... Oh, it's nothing. Fix it. Wreck it. The arcade's about to open. Let's move 'em out. Now that things are back to normal, our world might be fixed too. Let's head back to Daybreak Town to see if the glitches are gone. And to share what we know about the Darklings. You know, you could just stay here and live in the castle. You have your own wings, but no one will ever complain about your stench or treat you bad ever again. You could be happy. I'm already happy. I got the coolest friend in the world. And besides, I got a job to do too. It might not be the fanciest of being president, but it's my duty. And that's a big duty. Hehehehe. You said big. See you later, President Fart Feathers. Au revoir, Animal Underpants. Alright then, let's ruin Ralph Breaks the Internet. If the Darklings are looking for Keyblade wielders, but it's not Petrus or Ephemer, who could it be? Alright then, that's another roll down. Still takes a long time. You know what? Hold on a sec. Let me just... Let me just switch this and let me turn off and turn it on again. Hopefully that would fix it. Hopefully. Let me just wait for the screen to fully change. Come on, hurry up. I don't have all day. There we go. Alright, give me a sec. Okay, it's synced up a little bit. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Just need to wait for the main screen to load. There we go. Oh yeah, it's looking a lot better. So I basically just need to reset it every once in a while. I mean, like, still slightly desynced, but it's definitely a lot better than it was before. At least we got a fix. Time's almost up, Daddy Lions. Good cutscene. And this box needs to stay out of sight. Just watch with your eyes, and my eye, of course, and things unfold between the others. Then, when... Huh, that was weird. And when the time is right, go off and do your thing. What's in it? It's a secret. And, well, you see, the thing is... You can never, ever open it. Great, now I really want to know. Alright. I'll indulge you. But this secret stays between the two of us, and you have to promise never to open the box. I promise. Great, now the audio desyncs again. Sheesh, I fixed it only for the problem to rear its ugly head. But why? You'll see. A copy of Kingdom Hearts 4 is inside. You might be onto something. And the secret is... Can't you just tell me now? Oh, big troll move. Like, this is the same cutscene that I played 4 years ago, except it kind of cuts off here. As we actually wondered what the Master said to Lucio, and turns out what he whispered to him is nothing! Ah, no more! No more! What a troll. And ruined a surprise? Well, I hate for anything to bad happen to you, so I'll happen to give you one little hint. I'm listening. When darkness strikes at dawn, and the light both departs, this world will have fulfilled its purpose. If that happens, you have to see it through the end, and take the corridor to a new world as fast as you can. The world is going to end? Haven't I told you? There's no way for us to win against the darkness. That's why we need to use the time we have to get all those Keyblade wielders ready to pass the torch to the next generation. This world exists to nurture the dandelions, our little seeds of light, so that they can be sown into the future, where they can stop the darkness. Then, the sun will finally set on this dustless dawn. And our plan will have succeeded at last. Let me try again. Let me turn this thing off and then turn it back on again, and hopefully try to sync itself. Like, it seems like it's purposely desyncing itself, if that makes any sense. Wait a couple of seconds. Okay, hopefully we don't get any more shenanigans. And alright, let's continue. The world's end. Jeez Louise, a huge battle is going on there! Jeez, the iPad can't keep up with this intense action! It's over. Yeah. I can't take you down alone. I'm not even sure I can wear you down. Fair point. Shall we call it done, then? Oh, so you surrender? You claim that you aren't after anything, but I'm not buying it. What? You seem pretty desperate to get in our way, showing up like this. I don't know if it's pride or fear, but there's a reason you're still here. Infection. Meaning... data transfer requires a signal. The same goes for the hearts and minds of you humans. Ugh. You underestimate how easily the darkness rides on those signals, and spread through this place. Is that why you wormed your way into the data world? But then why hide inside Ven? I told you, because it was decided. That's enough. Skull, you're alright. You're saying because it was written in the Book of Prophecies? Was that, it was meant to be? Well, I don't care. You hijacked Van and attacked Ludium's sister. And now you're going to pay for it! That's right. We are many, and we are one. But to be one requires will. Through him, we could divide into pure darkness and light. Fulfilled and distinct. Well, one distinct. It was a sacrifice that needed to be made. So, Vin didn't attack Switzia. You did. Is that right? Ludium! I figured you guys could use some help. One more ally makes no difference. Then how about two? Petrus! Petrus nodding. It's useless. Even if you do manage to defeat us, you will still lose. I don't think so. We're taking you down and going back to the real world. And how do you plan on doing that? With the light boats? Yeah, just like the evil fairy, right? You know nothing. How do you figure? If you return, Daybreak Town will still succumb to darkness. What have you done to the real world? Nothing. It was decided long ago. When the lifeboat is active, this world will fall into darkness. It is already in motion. The beginning of the end. But why? The lifeboat was the last line of defense, to be relied upon in the events we cannot be defeated. It initiates the process to seal this world, and us along with it. The evil fairy's departure was the trigger. It cannot be stopped. But that means we're just a bunch of pawns? No, I don't believe it. Master Ava is the one who brought us together. I don't know about the other masters, but I know for sure that Master Ava wouldn't just throw us away like that. Besides, it doesn't matter what the master may have planned for us. We believe in our leader. We believe in Petrus! Let's do this! Then, one exciting fight later. Did we win? I am formless. You cannot destroy me. Ah! Multiple exclamation marks! You. The Dartlings. They're after Ven? But why? Holy light! Ven? If you're pure darkness, then that makes me pure light. If you use me to reshape yourself, then I can reshape you again. I'll give you a new form that we can defeat Ven! Lurium, I can't lose you too. Everything's going to be alright. Ven! Next up, Season Life. Meanwhile, back in the real world, I think. Again, Kingdom Hearts is very straightforward and not confusing whatsoever. Now the check on the data. Aren't you supposed to be part of the whole? What? Or are you acting on your own right now? Is that it? Who are you? There isn't anyone. Hold on. Sorry. There shouldn't be any Keyblade Masters left in this world. I stayed. Luxu. Figures that you wouldn't know what's going on, seeing you didn't take a very good look at the book. Why are you here? You're only meant to observe. I'm here because your friend, the Master of Masters, told me to be. Said that I could watch what happens, but not to act. Look, but don't touch. He always says the strangest things. But I thought about it for a long time, and I think I know what he meant now. If you use that, your plan is as good as ruined. It's not for me. What is that? A seed of light to be planted in the future. The true dandelion. Alright then, next up the purpose, which... This cutscene is actually kind of special. And not special in this game in any way. Let me just mute this a little bit. Because up until now, all the cutscenes are not voiced at all. The purpose is the only exception, kind of. The best way to describe it is that, long story short, after this cutscene was released, the voice of the Master of Masters, Lei Chase, who also plays Noctis in Final Fantasy XV, and died to provide voice death scream in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, actually provided his voice for the Master of Masters in the purpose as well. And there's actually a YouTube video about it where all the lines were stitched up together into the video. So let me just turn this off. And then we're just going to play the purpose, and we're just going to listen to Lei Chase's wonderful voice. So hopefully nothing bad happens. And by the way, the volume on this video is a little bit loud, so I'm going to have to turn up the volume a lot just so that you can actually can actually hear it. So please don't follow, otherwise you're going to give people who are headset users really bad headache. So anyways, let's begin. The purpose. What do you plan to do with this world?
When twilight ends, a new day begins. You see, this world exists in 3 stages. First, countless Keyblade wielders are brought together. Then, as they fight through fear and see their leaders fall, their numbers dwindle, while others learn to stand on their own.
Including not Petrus. Look how not Petrus is in that scene.
Finally, those left must decide what to do when faced with darkness in a sealed-off world. And when all 7 of the lifeboat's pods depart, this world will end, and a new day will dawn.
So you came to this world just to end it?
Well, that wasn't my express purpose.
You have the Book of Prophecies, and therefore knowledge of all things. Strange that you would not only waste your time and effort.
Whoa, you think the book tells us everything? Yeah, right. No way I'd have let you peek at something that important. No, the book doesn't cover much at all. Just what the Keyblade I gave to Lucius sees. And even then, only the bits important enough to jot down. But to be honest, it doesn't matter what the book does or doesn't contain. What matters is the point at which it was written, and how to get there.
What do you mean?
Anyone who tries to travel through time on a lifeboat will lose their body. To become whole again, they'll require 2 things at their destination. A medium to rebuild their body, and someone with memories of them. The book contains a waypoint.
All this for a waypoint.
Sure was. Lucius has the memories. and my eye is the medium. I've got a direct line from A to B.
You used the book and your apprentice to travel into the future?
I mean, that's not my final goal, but it is an important step. One that I won't be taking alone.
The 7 pods and the 7 crowns.
For the 7 lights.
Including your apprentice?
Who knows? Anyone could wind up using them.
You're even more clever than I thought.
I could say the same about you. What are you all up to, anyway?
What indeed?
In any case, I'm tired of watching you duke it out. Although I did see something interesting in the future.
What might that be?
A world I can't even conceive.
And that was the purpose. And unfortunately, this is the only one that Wei Chei's voiced. He didn't voice any other cutscenes, and he actually did those lines for free. He wasn't paid by Disney or Square or anything like that. That was pretty cool of him to do that. Anyways, back to this, and I should probably turn the computer volume down, otherwise my ears are going to bleed. Turn the volume up. Alright then, let's continue as you get to hear my wonderful voice trying to read the Master of Masters dialogue. I hope everything's okay. I'm sure it was. It is. William knows that it wasn't Vin's fault, right? Should we check on them? No. William said everything was fine. Alright. Do you really think the world is going to end? I'm not sure. There's a lot that we don't know. About this world, the Keyblade Masters, darkness. Yeah. But think back to what Master Ava taught us. That when this world is shrouded in darkness, it will just go to sleep. I remember that. It's not much, I know, but it's enough to keep me from giving up hope. I played the part of bringing the dandelions together, so I have the responsibility to save everyone, and I'm going to try my best to do that. It's not much your responsibility alone. But whatever you do decide to do, you have our support. I want you to know that. Thanks for always being there. Thanks for always being there, Scold. Huh? Ah, an enemy! Oh, hi there. I'm sorry, Ventus. I know it wasn't your fault. I just need someone to blame. Darkness is so abstract. My anger needed a simple, tangible target. Selfish of me, I know. But some emotions are too much to bear. Tell me, is darkness really gone? Or has it become a part of you? Just like you said. If it has, then hatred, anger, and sadness. That's exactly what they want. You have to let it go. What happened to what happened to my kind and loving brother? Strelitzia? Ludium, someone's here to see you. Who? Erlina? what are you doing here? Well, I thought you should know. It's about Strelitzia. Charity claimed to have seen her. What? Huh? You saw my sister? Where? Maybe it wasn't her, but a few days ago. Huh? I spotted someone looking a lot like her headed towards town from the hill, and she wasn't alone. She was someone in a black coat. But how? Not like seeing is cute in the past. Agreement! I mean, granted, she has a very fun character in the normal timeline. It's just, cute things are cute. You will never tell me otherwise. Shy girls are my weakness. And tomboys. And girls with glasses. Basically, I have a ton of weaknesses. So unlike her nobody, yes. We can't be sure of anything yet. But it's definitely an interesting piece of information. A black coat, that could only mean Organization 13. Or that too, one of the Keyblade Masters. One of the Keyblade Masters? I hope we see her in Ludium again. I do agree, but we don't know what's in the future yet. Most likely. Both the Master of Masters and Lushu fit the description. But the Master shouldn't be here. Even if this is the real world. Wait a minute. Maybe. What is it? Do you remember why this data world was created? As a backup for the real one. Right. To save the world as it was before the Keyblade War. That means Strelitzia's data must be stored here too. Really? I thought this place was just a copy of the real world, not its people. Besides, if anyone's data was brought over, shouldn't there be a version of us here too? Yep. Our data should be here as well. Could be that it's still locked up and hasn't been touched yet. Think about it. Elena saw a glitch version of Strelitzia. If that's what Charity says is true, if what Charity says is true, maybe her data is here and someone managed to access it. I don't understand. It's a Kingdom Hearts game. Don't worry, that's normal. Yeah, because Mom won't tell us. Why Strelitzia? And if her data does exist, does that mean we could bring her back? I don't know. Who would do something like that? As far as we know, all the masters are gone. We'll probably have more luck finding the answers in the real world. About that, if what Darkness said was true, we should be able to use the lifeboat in the basement to get back. But if that's somehow linked to the end of the world... We don't have time to think about that now. Come on, let's go to the basement. Right, let's cause an apocalypse! Would you mind killing then? Not at all. Jeez, how many more left? A lot more! Perfect! Sheesh. This never ends. And we're only an hour and 10 minutes in. Looks like we got 50 more minutes of cutscenes left. At least I think we have 50 minutes of cutscenes. You know how these final endgame cutscenes can be. I don't know who you sent, but there are 5 left. Who would they go to? You don't read the part in the book? It wasn't of my interest to me. So what is then? expansion. I don't get you. Yeah, great. This guy's a supporter of the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pass. Which, I definitely heard interesting things that they might finally add in Game Boy library very soon. Once that happens, I think it's definitely worth it more to get the Nintendo Switch expansion now, especially with all the Game Boy Advance and other titles like that. Nor Wii U. Huh, speaking of Nintendo, the Wii U. You spent time glooming these wielders, only to trap and leave him behind in a data world, right? Don't know. Who knows what the Master of Masters was thinking? And yet you follow him? Why not? I may not know the reasoning behind everything he does, but I can guess. But you're not certain. No. But I am sure of one thing. He is a lunatic. He is not a fan of darkness. I see. That we understand. We are not fond of light either. So, what's your brilliant plan? To spread throughout the data world using its signals. To accompany the Chosen One into the future, so that I can lay claim to worlds not yet created. Right, expansion. So no matter what world or time I end up in, you'll be there too, huh? I don't think so. Oh. I thought you were told not to interfere. Yeah, to help the dandelions. But I'm not doing this for them. I'm doing this for me. I am formless. You cannot defeat me. I know. Then why waste the effort? The longer you exist without a tangible form, the more your will fades. Darkness has formed when the Master of Masters was a boy, right? You abandoned it to defeat light. That's when darkness became a whole. But then you realized that you couldn't maintain your will as one or as a whole. Which is why you still need a physical form. You can call it infection or expansion, but you're just stealing the bodies of those with hearts. You act like it's his grandson plan when it's actually kind of sad and pathetic. Silence! You never even figured out his real plan, didn't you? What? Let me ask you this. Besides you, there are 5 other shadows with individual wills. I know that I know at least one is in the data world. So, where are the other 4? You're well informed. Yes. 6 of us remained after the war. After which we found ourselves in the data world. But you returned to the real world with the evil fairy, meaning the rest are still there. Yes. Then you're the only one in my way. As you are in mine. Whew! That was a lot of cutscene. And now I present to you more cutscene! I count 6. The evil fairy took the 7th. But there are 7 of us. So we're short 1. 2. This one's broken. So we're down to 5. What do we do? Dang it, does one of you guys have a password? What? We're running out of time. We need to decide who goes. But we're not the only dandelions. Yeah, and what about the rest of the weirdos? They'll go to sleep. Just like a computer in sleep mode. Sleep? Master Ava taught us that, remember? When all is shrouded in darkness, the world will fall into slumber. Right. The Master of Masters knew this would happen, and created a backup of the world. A place to shelter and keep us safe. That's where we are. And if someone caused this world to freeze, it can be rebooted and restored. The end of the world is nothing like the end of the real one. Like I said, sleep mode. So it's not this world that we need to be worried about. Even if we use the light boats to get back, we'll have to use it again to go whatever it is that we need to go after. And who knows where that will be? Don't you mean where and when that will be? Ha ha ha! Time travel! Why do you have to include time travel in a series that's already super complicated? Is escape really the right answer? Wherever we stay or go, it's a gamble. Right. But if no one goes back, then no one will know what's happened here. There'll be no rescuing anyone left behind. We can't just let that happen. We Keyblade wielders need to live on. Ephraim and I should split up. Agreed. Brain, you go back. Having you in the real world will give us the best chance to save the people here. Got it. I'm not a union leader or anything, so... Listen, the only way to make it out of this is to go back. We're the ones responsible for this whole situation in the first place. So you, Finn, and Petrus should go. Brain, Petrus, Elena, and Vin each take 1. Skull, Lunium, one should go to the last. Lunium, it's yours. What? If there's a chance you'll get your sister back, then you need to be there for her. Besides, you have a better chance of finding answers over there. You should take it. I don't disturb the spot. Yes, you do. You gave me her for the first time since Ritzia was missing. Help me find her, please. And who knows, you may actually kill someone 300 times because they're under level and they didn't take the foresight to level up a little bit just so that they have a fighting chance instead of absolutely going insane! Sorry. Fine. I got a mind flashback there for a second. There's only one way out of here, and seating's limited for now. When I get back, I promise I'll find a way to save everyone here. Thanks. Alright. We don't have much time. Who's going? I'll stay. I'm not even a dandelion. I'm just here as your friend. So if you're staying, so am I. Petrus. Besides, I don't want Jeez, sorry, I have no idea why I'm so gassy. Hashtag school lock scene. You know, the lock scene wasn't bad in Kingdom Hearts 3. I'll give her that. Yeah, if we're doing hashtag school lock scene, hashtag bless Elena. That's what I have to do. Besides, I don't want to have to wait around for you again. I'm not leaving you two here. Well, why don't we save one for later? She mostly took her attitude on her gimmicks. Again, you're not wrong. I might be able to find a way to rescue all three of you at once. You already have something in mind, don't you? Sure do. Then it's settled. Lodium, can you look out to Vin? Hop in, Elena. Brain, take care of everyone. Will do. Here, take it. But this is yours. It was meant for you. This too. I didn't end up using it. But if you ever lost, don't hesitate to take a look. It'll help you when you need it most. I'll hold on to these for now. But as far as I'm concerned, they still belong to you. Master Alpha entrusted them to you for a reason. I thought you'd be happy. Master Alpha told me you've been wanting to read the book for a long time. Ha ha ha! Oh, that's kind of a good callback. Besides, I'm pretty sure she gave me these knowing I would just do this. May your heart be your guiding key, Ephema. Just like mine is for me. Thanks. I'll be back for you guys. I imagine if the 13th Festival indeed was a cereal bowl, like she'd suggest. Oh yeah, that's right, she did say that! Just as I thought, but I'll wait till the ending to say it. Please, no spoilers. Petrus, are you sure about this? Yep. I'm right here where I want to be. Be safe. Alright then, from one long cutscene to another long cutscene. The world is going to end? Haven't I told you? There's no way for us to win the darkness. Speaking of Dimix, always sure that he's not the Masters. We have no idea. We still haven't seen Dimix as well, which I'll wait a little bit later. That's why we need to use the time that we have to get all these Keyblade wielders ready to pass the torch to the next generation. I feel like we've done this before. Have we done this before? I'm pretty sure we've done this before. This world exists to nurture the dandelions, our little seeds of light, so they get sown into the future, where they can stop the darkness. Then, the sun will finally set on this duskless dawn. And our plan will have succeeded at last! I'll get started then. Oh, wait! I almost forgot! There's more? Like I said, we've been fighting darkness for a long, long time. During this battle, darkness shed its form and began attacking our hearts instead of our bodies, claiming countless allies of mine along the way. But At some point, Darkness realized that without form, they will eventually lose their individual will. Which brings us to now. Darkness has no form. From 7, all is fulfilled. From 13, chaos is born. As it states, Darkness began as 13. Without form, they spread throughout and become a whole. The ones that continue to spread and derive their own forms become the Heartless, while those without form develop individual wills. And now the Formless used to take over the bodies of those with strong hearts. Strong hearts? You can't destroy darkness if it has no form, which is why you need a vessel with a strong heart. That's where you all come in. Wait a minute. I know this how it sounds, but believe me when I say that I didn't train you all just to turn yourselves into vessels. I pushed you to become resilient. Resilient enough to withstand darkness, even if it were to take over your heart. This was your plan. This is war. Between people and something entirely different. You can't afford to get sentimental. You need to be paractonic. I chose this fate to you because I know that I believe you can bear it. Speaking of hi, I said. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Now, listen. There are 13 darknesses. Of those 13, we trapped the most powerful 7 inside the hearts of each of us. We're all going to go our separate ways and destroy the darkness wherever we end up. That's the true purpose of the Keyblade War. Is it really necessary for the unions to betray each other? Is the war the only way? It is. I used a passage in the book about the traitor to plant doubts inside all of you for darkness to feed on. For them to take the bait. We all need to harbor true, real emotions. And then emotions grew and clash. They'll get stronger together. And eventually the 7 shadows will take over our hearts. And you want them to succeed? Yes. As for the remaining 6, 5 will feed on the union leaders, and the last one will be trapped in this world. You can't do this! The sacrifices is too great! I told you. Not to let sentimental cloud your judgment. It's a tragedy where darkness takes over someone's heart. I know all that too well. Because I've seen those that I've cared about, my closest allies, drown in darkness. This isn't some heroic tale about the battle between light and darkness. It's about honoring the dignity of those with hearts. Besides, I'm not praying to sacrificing anyone. I have a safety plan. May your heart be your guiding key. Your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. You are the key to the future. I'm counting on you, Traitor Luxu. So now we know the truth. So let me just turn this down a little bit so I could talk a little bit. So yep, the good old 7 and 13 came to fruition, as there are 13 darknesses, and as the Master says, 7 of them are trapped in the 5 union leaders, Lucio, and the Master of Masters, and there are currently 6 of them. One's in the real world, one's inside Ventus, and then there are 4 remaining that we don't know about. The thing that concerns me about this new arc is Ansem, Xehanort came off as clear bad guys, but Lucian and the other masters really don't have the same feelings, and it looks like they're setting up to be as the enemy. The KH3 ending was a chess game. That was Sora versus the Master. That's basically true, but I mean, like, to be fair, this is basically the beginning of Kingdom Hearts, and then that's all the way at the end. Some stuff can absolutely drastically happen to them, in a way, so who knows at this point. And also, we finally know the traitor, and it's Lucio. To be honest, I can't believe that it actually took me a longest time to figure it out. And it's not that, basically the reason why Lucio is marked as a traitor, because he technically acted out of his own will, and that kind of makes him the traitor in a way. Not to mention the lost page that was explained in cheap back cover. Basically, in that passage, the traitor was, and I quote, the one that bears the sigil. So, in other words, the X. Guess which person has the X in his name? Of course it was Lucio. It only has been. It's just, again, it took me literally 4 years to finally get that conclusion. Alright then, a lot happened. Now a lot more will happen, because why not? I remember BD somehow missing that Lonium was Marluxia. Did he play Union Cross or watch Union Cross? And then his mind gave him some hints that he came to that Marluxia. Oh, ha! Oh, that's kind of funny. I mean, that's a pretty good trick. I won't lie. Any progress? Well, I tried looking for a way to get everyone back at once using the existing system, but it's not a viable option with the time we have. So that's it? There might be another way. Not for all the dandelions, but I think I could help Elphima and the others at least. But before I do anything, I want you to hop into the lifeboats. What? I need to work quickly to have a decent shot at this. But first, I'm going to get you out of this world. What's your plan? Return 2 of the pods to the data world. That way, the 3 of them will each have 1. Will that work? Only one way to find out. But he did get Larxene and Alrine on the spot. That hairdo cannot be missed. Oh, I think you mean Elena. You misspelled the A with an E. I mean, you misspelled the E with the A. Only one way to find out. Get in. Will you really be okay on your own? The only Union leader who can escape right now is you. Elphima gave me this chance to keep hope and light alive. And now I'm passing it on to you. Let me do this. Alright. I don't know where or when you'll end up, but keep your goal, your waypoint, etched into your heart. I will. I assumed people's data didn't just exist when I couldn't find my sisters. But I was wrong. It does. Then there will be a waypoint to guide you. I hope you get to see her again. I hope I get to see you again too. And no, he didn't play Union Cross. In fact, he was a step away from being absolutely enraged at the important to the plot in a mobile game. Yep. I was kind of like that too, but then I kind of gave in. Only because I managed to get this for free when I got into college, but again, that's beside the point. May your hearts be your guiding key. We finally found this trigger button in mobile gaming. And to be fair, I mean, like, I'm not exactly a fan of mobile games as well, especially the gacha systems, which are basically everywhere. Who? So it's just you. I'm fine with mobile as a game platform, but you can see the disappear at the same time. Submit to the mobile games! Nah, I'm good. I already spent 5 years on this, I'm good. I have a few games on your phone, and I'm on and about. Yeah, to be honest, I only played 2 mobile games, like live service mobile games. One is this. Petrus can definitely guess the second. Funny thing, but Monster Hunter Story is actually better performance on the phone than it did on the 3DS. There was a mobile port of that? Lots of pop-ins and less frame drops. Really? Do you think they all got there safely? At a cost of eating your battery at an alarming rate. Well, that definitely explains it. So basically the 3DS is technically on... not performance mode, but the other mode. Non-performance mode. Of course. Brain's with them. Yeah, and he's always got a plan, unlike someone I know. Hey! Ha 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 ha! We're all doomed, aren't we? I can't believe the world is ending. Yeah, you're right. Petrus got it! Yeah, it's so quiet. Too bad it ended a year after its server, so... yeah, technically speaking, it didn't do well, but I had a decent time. Huh? Guys? Guys! What? How? There are 4 of them? No need for alarm. We're not here to fight. We merely ask you to open our gate before you leave. Oh no, 4 darknesses! Darkness within darkness within darkness within a darkness await them! Gate? Oh yes. The darkness you fought have been told, must have told you our purpose. Infection. We will travel through portals and infect other worlds. Darkness within data darkness. I wonder what dark data is like. You know what? Never mind. I don't want to know. And you thought we'd just agree to that? You have no choice. We overpower you. We could take over one of you here and now. Ah! You can open our gate on your own will, or out of regret and shame of losing a friend before your very eyes. I won't do it! Fools. Once this is started, get into the lifeboat. Huh. One of us needs to survive. Huh. Fools. What? This is why people cannot defeat darkness. Oh no! Petrus has become Dark Impetus! Petrus! What's wrong with you? Stop! Petrus's heart has been lost to darkness. No! Petrus! He cannot heal you. Wait, are you... I am formless. You cannot destroy me. I thought we dealt with you. Petrus. Ah! Open the gate, and he will be returned. No. I will handle this alone. Alright then, final boss time. Final boss ended. If only you'd gotten into the lifeboat. Stop. Petrus. Let your hatred grow. It fuels us! No! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry! Well, that was a blessing. You either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. Yep, basically. So it's just you? That's right. You are... Luciu, one of the Masters of Masters' apprentices. Huh? Master Luciu? I thought you disappeared before the unions were created. None of that matters now. Tell me, are you a union leader? Yes. My name's Brain. And you're the only one here. I see. Where are the others? One escaped, but 2 are still in the data world. That makes 4. What about the 5th? Are they gone? Yes. I see. So that's yours then? No. 3 of my friends stay behind in the data world. I'm going to send both of these here, and then the one that they already have, they can all go back. Then what will you do? Stay here and stay alive for as long as I can. I need to wake as many of the dandelions stuck in the data world as possible. Wake? Master Ava taught us that when the world becomes enveloped in darkness, it falls into slumber. It does? But the data world is different. How so? That world was built. That world was built as a cage to envelop darkness, entrap darkness. If it falls in darkness, that's it. No. And another thing. The lifeboat is incomplete. Whoever uses it needs 2 things at the destination. Someone with memories of them, and a vessel to occupy. Were you aware of that? More or less. Do you have a plan? Well, I'll figure it out, no matter how long it takes. You're pretty smart, aren't you? It's a shame that this lifetime is the only one you got. Dun dun dun. Thanks, Wayne. Alphama? Let's go home. Huh? I'm pretty sure that will be used somewhere in the future. When exactly? We don't know. Well done. Using anger to get them to open the gate for us. Through this portal, we can access and infiltrate countless worlds. It's time to rid yourself of that British human vessel, unless you wish to race away along with it. Why are you laughing? I didn't think tricking you guys would be so easy. Oh, are you this gullible? What? You don't have a physical form, but you need a key to unlock doors, don't you? Seems really inconvenient. Hefemer locked the gate back there. This one here is locked too. Looks to me, you have no way out. It was all an act? Took you long enough. How does it feel to be outsmarted? Why, you? Oh yeah, that's right. I've been shot through the heart. Petrus. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drag you into this. Though may I have died now, I still have the hair of the brilliant scientist! Petrus, I'm surprised that you didn't figure this out. The hairstyle that I used for your avatar, it was actually Vexen's hairstyle. Because I thought that would be the best one based on your previous me. That, and I find it ironically hilarious. You monster! I've done this thing for 3 sessions for over 6 hours, and you just noticed, even though I just commented on it several times. Like, you thought I was joking when I called you a brilliant scientist sometimes, but no, you... Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, no, now trust me, that's not the worst part. The worst part for you is coming up very soon. Don't say anything. Do not say anything. They all made it out. Ah! What should we do, Alphama? Let's take a look outside. Oh, great! The moon's falling on us. Well, time to play Song of Time. It's beautiful. Scold, it's way too dangerous out here. Let's go back inside. It takes so much time and effort to create, but only an instant to destroy. Come on. Okay. Alright then, the final Master Mats cutscene. You're difficult to understand. You mean people? No. Just you. I swear, my voice is going to be my throat's going to be destroyed for a little bit. Do you want to understand? It is important to understand your enemy. Is it important for darkness? Or just you? All of us. A chessboard makes for a small world. Easy to understand, easy to control. Now, imagine expand slowly. One fairy tale at a time. Without ends or limits. No matter how large the world grows, no matter how many countless lives are spent expanding it, darkness spreads to every corner. It's kind of unfair, really. We can run and we can hide, but you always seem to stick with us every step of the way. We are friends, after all. I could use some time alone, you know. So, where is it that you plan to run off to next? A new world. One that I can't even conceive. A world where neither light nor darkness rule. Where might that be? Do you know what sets people apart from other living beings? People want to believe in the future, even if they won't be around to see it. I want to believe too. Believe in a world beyond what we can imagine. A world of fiction! I'm going to make Super Smash Bros. Ultimate! Who knows, maybe we'll have a rollback netcode! Fiction? Not the data world. Nope. If you imagine hard enough, you can make anything reality. Like I said, a world that I cannot even conceive. And that is... a place where voices and sights can reach. A world. Typical Nomura. Always walking in the important detail. He's just dangling a carrot on a stick, waving in front of us, and I want to get that carrot! Scold. Get in. Thank you for being here, Ephema. I'm glad I don't have to face the end alone. It's not over till it's over, Scold. Right. Ah, the wonderful memories. That we have to speed up because unfortunately we cannot play this game. Petrus. And thus, Daybreak Town became... Break. Look at all these Keyblade wielders. Look at all these OCs. Look at all these players. Huh? What's happening? We're connected to the hearts of our Keyblades, weirdos. When your heart disappears, so do we. And when you fall asleep, we become your protectors. Am I going to sleep too? So yeah. Basically, they turn into Dream Eaters. The same allies and enemies that we face in Dream Drop Distance, which means, yes, the Dream Eater partners that you have are dead Keyblade wielders. Yeah, you'll never look at Dream Drop Distance ever again after figuring out this fact. Am I going to sleep too? That's up to you. I can choose not to. If you don't, your heart will simply melt into a new one. I quite like a reveal. One streamer was like, I can't believe I named the dead guy Scrumpton. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. You're just gonna leave me here? You truly are a bad guy. And now the other plot twists. The avatar character that you created dies, melts into a new heart, and you become Xehanort. So basically, everything that happened in Kingdom Hearts, it's all Patras's fault! Thank you, Patras. Thank you so much for ruining the lives of everyone in the Kingdom Hearts series. Thanks a lot! Now you're definitely regretting of having me having made an OC out of you. Union Cross has so many drawn back moments, I love it. They need to make a final mixer for a PC, Switch, whatever. Ew, that's tricky. That you basically have to redesign the whole game, especially seeing how it relies on a gacha system. What is it? So, not only do you have the hair of the brilliant scientist, but you also have the mind of a Keyblade. Yeah, that's all I got. It's not over yet. So I was the villain behind everything. Bingo! Huh? Good night. We look forward to playing you again. Insert player name here. And that was Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. Yeah, this was definitely a journey. Granted, you guys weren't here. I actually played through the whole game when it kind of when it was coming out. And it was definitely a grind, that's for sure. But in terms of the pay-to-win mechanic, the gacha system, it wasn't too bad until multiplayer was involved, and you have to power up a bunch of your Keyblades, medals, and so forth. And then it became pay-to-win. And then later on, it wasn't that bad at all. Basically, this game I kind of flip-flopped every now and then. As I even took a year off of playing this game after Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced. Because I was kind of frustrated, as there was actually a VIP medal that people can get very easily and use it to absolutely break the game. And if you don't have VIP, then you're always screwed with chance. So I spent all my jewels just to get this one medal, did not do it, and I just got him burned out. I tried again a year later, but I had to start the file all over again, which means I lost all my progress, but surprisingly enough, it was actually very easy to catch up, and I managed to get a couple medals here and there. That explains why Xehanort was evil. He was born out of the fiction to mobile games. No comment! No comment just yet! But yeah, I like I said before, I did enjoy this. Even though that it was definitely painful at times, even though that the grind was really boring and the wait times just to get the next story part took way longer than it needed to be. I could never forget this game in general, especially seeing how it made me connect to a lot of people. This is basically my first massive multiplayer game connected with people and even working together to get to make sure that we do good, and we definitely got really good results. As I'll definitely show you after the credits, but I have my old battle records that I actually kept from the old file. Used to love playing Rune of Magic, for instance, but they had the entire tier equipped, locked behind paywalls, and you could compete in PvE side of the game without spending a dime. You cannot complete PvP without sinking money to it. Kind of the same. There is PvP stuff in this game, unfortunately, and I did decent. Honestly, in terms of the money that I spent on this game, I honestly spent $30 in total. One before Kingdom Hearts 3, and one after I got back into this game. I'm not sure why I spent VIP on the second one, but I mean, like, $30 for a 3-to-play game that I played for almost 5 years. It's a fair trade. I mean, like, you gotta remember, this is a free-to-play game. They have to earn some kind of money in some way. Mario Kart? That is tomorrow, Brooklyn. Disney, we will take over everything. Square Enix, we will give you NFTs and you're going to like it. Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. But what happens at the end? Yeah, because, yep, they're post-credits. Two of them, in fact, so post-credit number 1. Ow, my head! Huh? Ka. And then Kingdom Hearts 2 happened. Huh, I wonder what includes in its pod. Because, someone's saying FMS pod didn't lunch. It meant to say launch, but misspelled as lunch. Huh? Ludium ended up in Dwarf Woodlands. Well, also ended up in Dwarf Woodlands. Complete with the respective elements. And then there's Ventus. And if you played Birth by Sleep, you kind of know what happens next. Lodium and Elaine lost their memories? It's not sure. May my heart, may your heart be your guiding key. Face reveal. I am the brain. Charity, charity, and the brain, 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 da 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 da. Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. The end. Or is it? Huh? Where am I? You must be Brain. I am. Here. Just as I thought. Who are you? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. My name is Sigurd. Could you give me a moment? I need to make a report. Apologies for the wait. Come, I'll take you to our headquarters. Headquarters? What are you talking about? It was decided that you would escape Daybreak Town amidst its destruction and arrived here today, and that we would welcome you. It was decided? What do you mean? Allow me to explain once we get there. Wait, what about the others? Some of my friends escaped with me. You are the only one who arrived in this time. Oh. I realize this must be a little confusing. In a Kingdom Hearts game? Not at all. But if you would please come with me. Huh? Is that the original Keyblade Master and founder of this town, Scala et Kalum? That is Master Elphama. You can't see it, but Brain's crying. I know. He was a good friend. And we're done! That's all the Kingdom Hearts stuff. We are done. I am done. I am just gonna go away. Hope you guys enjoy yourself, but no. We gotta... There's a couple more things that I want to show off. First of all, my battle records, because I want to flex. So basically, I played this game for, at least with this file, around March of 2020 when the pandemic happened, and the final update to this game was at somewhere around June 2021. And look at all that money, look at all those coins, look at all the money. I sold 31 medals. I mean, like, granted, this will make no sense to people who haven't played it, but people who actually did play this game will definitely know a lot of these stats. Medals purchased with jewels. Adventure log. I have completed 44,000 quests, met a lot of objectives, defeated a lot of enemies, a lot of pretenders because of course there's mimics, and look at that number. Would it kill them to have commas? Because I'm trying to remember. So bam. Okay, I could be wrong, but it seems like I gathered 36 trillion lux in total. And as you can see, I'm actually leveled 825. The max level was 999 in the final update. And once you hit level 800, leveling up will take such a long time. Like, I say like that it would take me like a full week of doing nothing but boss raids just to fully level up. And as you can see here, I was surprisingly good. Oh, thank you, Sunio. So basically, 1,000. Yeah. Okay, it was actually 635 trillion. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, like, in my previous file, in one of my original files, we actually got into the top 10 of best party. But then when I was actually there, we actually really tried at one time, and we actually got in 12th place overall. And I managed to get 23rd on my best soul ranking for the week. So, yeah. A bunch of memories. A bunch of very grindy, not exactly too fun memories, but hey, still memories nonetheless. So that would be all for this game, except, haha, there's actually one major twist about this game, because to tell you the truth, we are not playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. I tricked you. I tricked you the entire time, and you guys never figured it out, because that's not the full title, because they updated the title again. Because remember, it used to be called Unchained Chi, then it became Union Cross, and then they actually changed the title again one more time to pause for dramatic effect to the title screen, as the true title of this game is actually Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, get out of here, Dark Road. There's actually a second game to this with Dark Road, and before you ask, no, I cannot access it. It was accessible before. Like, the first update to this game was at June 2020, where you actually can play as Dark Road, but they only released not 6 chapters, they only released 3 chapters in total, because the main reason for Kingdom Hearts Dark Road to exist is just so they could, to continue this game, this mobile game as much as possible. But I guess Dark Road didn't exactly too well, and they kind of figured, let's just shut everything down, and then we'll just give everyone the story later on. And that's exactly what we're going to be looking at. Because now, without further ado, it is time for Petrus's reaction trailer to the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary trailer. I spit on the mic, sorry about that. So don't worry, we are fully caught up with this game. It's just that the Dark Road parts will come a little bit later. But speaking of Dark Road, let us begin the... Hold on. I don't need this anymore. Get out of here. I need to shut everything down because it's costing way too much CPU. Away with you. Okay. And now all that's left is the trailer. But yeah, one thing I gotta say, Brain is one little off from Brig. Oh wow, you're right. I didn't notice that before. But anyways, this is Petrus's first time seeing this trailer in its entirety. And there's definitely a lot to go over, but first, it's time to go over the parts that we actually covered before. So, trailer, begin! Hopefully Disney doesn't flag me for this, because they definitely love flagging trailers. What thus know of? Do you recognize me? Why do you all want to be Keyblade Masters? I don't know why. And how can you be sure that you're... Okay. Life has taught me far different lessons. I cannot read this fast! Look out! Xehanort. Okay, you guys go on ahead. Just find evil fairy? What reasons did it have Princess Aurora? So as you can tell, this definitely tells Xehanort's youth. Kingdom Hearts. Remember, it is forbidden. Instead, you must focus on studying darkness and its true nature. So I have asked you, take this, find a light strong enough to accomplish the shared goal. So only you remain. Whoa! Morning! Dreams, huh? Yeah, what's yours? To be a Keyblade Master? I want... to stay true to the light. Your mind's made up? Kingdom Hearts is the only way. Do you stand in my way as a true Keyblade Master? No. As your friend. And now we shall cast for the 300th time! Title 1, Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Dark Road. The actual full game. Hopefully, because this game has been, Dark Road has been delayed 2 times already. It was supposed to come out last September. And now title number 2, An Unwritten Era. Everything is connected. Unnecessarily long name, just like the Adobe Substance Planet design. Decided to rebrand it Adobe Substance 3D Planet 2022. I refuse to call it by that name. That is a very long name. The Missing Link is a mobile game. Because of course. Wait, we escaped from one mobile game and now we got stuck into another. As you can tell, this actually takes place before Dark Road, but after Union Cross. Dearly beloved, it was a battle cry. Well, more like a battle song than a battle cry. Matrix within Matrix. Wonderful! Behold, the figures, which will probably be gacha, because of course they would! PvEs. Great and glorious 3D! Title number 2, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. I'm still going to play it, but the question is, how the heck am I going to stream that? Because I definitely tell you that this iPad's not going to be streaming that game. Alright then, and the one you've been waiting for, the Lost Master arc.
自分が望む結末ではなかったと絶望するのなら、他の世界に退場すればいい。選択肢は無限にあるはずだ。
Would be nice if Missing Link actually got released to the Switch. The heart resides within the soul, which turns to God's face towards the light, or whatever it says. I was not paying attention. The choice is yours, once again. Ah, I just had this weird dream that I was fighting a funny monkey with his eye and a blue hedgehog. Clearly that's the weirdest thing that has happened to me.
あなたはこの世界に来て7日間ずっと眠っていたの。ここはクワットラトム、聖者の世界ではあるけれど、私たちにとっては死の世界ってことになるみたい。
Sheesh. In the other side of the world, Darkseid still refuses to leave us alone. Alright then, time to fight Darkseid for the 50th time! Behold, my drill will be the drill that will pierce the heavens! Or at least at this Darkseid.
一度退場すれば元の世界に戻れると思うな。
Kingdom Hearts 4. Ah! Disney elements in a Kingdom Hearts game? What is this? I will never get used to Donald's Japanese voice actor. I cannot. They are dead. Magic in the making, and it's gonna take four or so years for it to fully come out. I mean, there's definitely a lot in that trailer, but I think the bigger question is when exactly it's going to come out. But because Kingdom Hearts 3 had a very interesting development cycle, as it used to run on the Square Enix engine, but when they figured out they couldn't exactly work, they had to transfer all the assets and stuff that all the stuff that they looked on into Unreal Engine 4. So, at least Kingdom Hearts 4 won't exactly have the same exact issue unless it's going to be an Unreal problem, which chances are they probably are. They went to Unreal, which is why there's no stream release. That's why oh man, dang it, you're telling me that people are going to have to go to the Epic Game Store again? Just so they could get Kingdom Hearts 4? Go figure. So, yeah. Also, funny enough, as I'm talking, while I got all of you here, one of my theories was seeing how they're going to the other side of the world instead of the realm of fairy tales that focus mainly on Disney properties. I was kind of hoping, especially seeing how the world ends with you, that the other side of the world, which was Quadratum, which is literally Latin for square, would be all the Square Enix properties. But one of the worlds that we just saw kind of deconfirms that, which, that stinks. But that's fine, but based on one of the worlds that we saw, and I'm definitely not going to say anything, but I'm pretty sure that you could come to the conclusion, one of the choices that they made would make a lot of people happy, and it's definitely something that isn't exactly Disney, so to speak, but it's tied to Disney in a way. So, yeah. We're finally done with Kingdom Hearts stuff in this stream. As you saw in the trailer, the next update is going to be Union Cross Dark Road, which will be happening on August 2022. Kind of, maybe, sort of. Let's see what happens. So, I guess we're just going to have to wait to then. You don't mind Epic as a platform, even though that you have all the games all in place, but the whole exclusive thing grates on me. Yeah, kind of the same thing with Netflix, and look exactly what happened to them. They bought out Megascans and ArtStation, but they have done nothing. They have done anything with either yet. In fact, they revoked the paid thing on the ArtStation Learn the Library and said free forever. Yozora isn't totally going to be the final boss. I guess we'll see. Especially seeing how I did basically explain everything. But yeah, Final Fantasy Versus 13, or at least the development of it, is going to play a part in Kingdom Hearts 4, as this is basically Nomura's revengeance for having him kicked off on the Versus 13 project, and how it became Final Fantasy 15 instead. Playable Yozora, he'll be a good party member in place of Donald and Goofy. Again, you're not done, but still. But yeah, we're just going to end things now. I am done. I am done with Kingdom Hearts. We're done with confusing plot points. We are done with Donald not healing me. We are done with over 100 hours of total playtime in each game. And more importantly, we're done with Light, Dark, Darkness, Light, Heart, Dark, Heart, Twilight, Netherrealm, Light, Dark, Heart, Dark. What an amazing journey this was. Anyways, that's all I got for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, give me a follow on Twitch, as not only that you'll help me out a lot, but get exclusive emoticons that you use on my channel, so hopefully you can consider. You can also follow me on these sites as well. Any notifications that I get off stream, whether it be donations, follows, and so on, I'll announce it on next stream. Thank you so much for everything. This was a great introduction to Kingdom Hearts for me. Thank you. I'm very glad that you managed to stick through my 10.5 month journey. Honestly, I would kind of go insane at this point, but whatever. Anyways, if you want to support me even more, please consider subscribing to my Twitch channel at The-Sakura-Samurai, where not only that you'll help me out a lot, you'll get emoticons that you use in my stream, and those as well. And hey, if you have Amazon Prime, you subscribe for free and get all the benefits. And to the people who are watching DeviantArt, if you subscribe, then discounts on color commission. So, Mario Kart tomorrow, as I promised, and then we're going back to my casual streaming schedule, because I was originally supposed to take a week off next week, but no, they just had to move Xenoblade Chronicles 2 forward, so I need to go play Xenoblade Chronicles 2, they moved forward Xenoblade Chronicles 3, so I have to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But first, I want to do some casual streams before I jump into another very long RPG. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you so much once again for sticking through me through thin and thin, as well as darkness within darkness, and I shall see you later. Thank you so much, and until next time, later.